Legend of Total War here, and today I've got a saving and disaster situation playing as Wissenland and Nuln, where over the end turn, Skarbrand, who's level 50, is going to come and attack us with a beefed up army, and our army is a bit damaged because it looks like he just took this settlement here from Malagor, which explains why it's tier 3. Malagor must have had a herdstone here at either tier 4 or tier 5, so normally when you capture the settlement by any other faction, it would be tier 3, and you would knock it down to tier 2. But yeah, only the beastmen are able to have minor settlements at tier 4 or 5, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, the garrison here is basically non-existent, and our army is in poor shape. But I reckon the weakest unit in our army is actually the mortars. So what I want to do here is make a bit of preparation as much as we can. I'm going to recruit this lord here, and give him these mortars, so that we could recruit a couple of regiments of renown. So I reckon what we really need is a tar pit. Anything that can hold the enemy back as long as possible. So Sigmar's Sons and the Tattersalls are both unbreakable. Now I could also merge these Hochland long rifles, but I want to try to keep the integrity of his army as much as we possibly can. We can see that Skarbrand, but now we can see his entire army. So yeah, he's got Chosen of Khorne dual weapons. He's level 50. Gorgon, Bloodthirster, yeah, regiments of renown. Okay, we'll outnumber him in terms of units, but the quality is definitely on his side. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is now just adjust their equipment. It'd be good if this guy here could heal. So if you've got the middle and... Oh, that's bad. Okay, if I hit end turn, and without knowing exactly what's going on with Elspeth, she ends up getting wounded, and then he's basically got her wounded for 15 turns. I mean, it's not really my fault. He's the one that put it in there. But still, while it is 1% chance, you guys know my luck. It is most likely going to trigger. So let's take that off her. Because, yeah, we don't want her to have that, I don't think. You know, try to get that trait on your other turns. And we'll take the Glittering Scales back, because that'll be good to debuff their units just a little bit. Okay, then, good, you got the Midland Rune Fang. Why hasn't she got equipped the Pale Scythe? That's weird. Oh well. Okay, then as for talismans, we've got 2 Talismans of Preservation not being used. And as for enchanted items, let's see here. Let's see. Van Horseman Speculum seems good. Alright. Then, as for you... Ooh, Mechanical Steed. Bad. We want Barded Warhorse because of the speed difference. Well, it's not a huge speed difference. It does make a difference. Plus, when the speed boosts from Banner of Swiftness, 30% on 78 is more than 30% on 72. So we'll take that, and that, because it's not the only unit we want to speed up. And then, let's give you, let's see, I can give you the Forest Cloak. That'll give you Vanguard deployment. Armor of Fortune might be best. Not too worried about how much ammo he's got. Hand weapon, why don't you take this one here? Yep. And then the Talisman of Preservation and a Healy item for you. How about... I don't think Carl Franz needs his heal potion this turn, but we will see. Notice that our health got knocked down a fair bit. Easy way to explain that is that he's got health upgrades. Yeah, there it is. So that's what happened with that. Now we could take this guy out of the army and heal him and then put him back in. Could do that. It's a bit cheesy. I usually do that at the end of a turn. Like end of a disaster. But since he's at half health and you've already got plenty of movement and we're not moving. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Oh, crap. Actually got to switch the mount. My bad. Yeah, now it's too late because you can't get back into it now. Oh, whoops. Okay. So I just denied myself that cheese. Oh my god, what a noob. Okay, well, then the next thing I think about doing is maybe actually standing in camp stance instead of being in the settlement. Like, what advantage is there being inside the settlement? Absolutely none. Although it will allow for our garrison to show up at the start of the battle, because he'll probably attack the army instead then. That'll give us a bit of extra stats, but yeah, actually I think, plus we'd get more replenishment inside the settlement. Okay, we'll leave it that way. Alright, well, made the preparation as best as I can. Let's hit end turn and see how it goes. And we'll also read out the email. So he says, "Hi Legend, I'm playing as Wissenland and Nuln, and my army is absolutely doomed from Skarbrand. I'm in the marshes trying to clear out corn, and I thought I could do it before Skarbrand came back with his army, but I was too late. My army consists of all gunpowder and artillery, and I tried to snipe all the single entities, but they are just too strong. I have absolutely no clue how to save my army. Okay, so this is on the hardest battle difficulty, yep, but not on legendary, that's fine. Alright, I'm going to put banner swiftness on you, speed on these two here, and you can have that, I guess. Alright, and makes no sense not to control large armies, so let's do that. Looks like Skarbrand's got a couple of points put into Lightning Strike, but he didn't Lightning Strike us. So either his auto-resolve chances were worsened by a Lightning Strike, or he just doesn't have the full points put into it. The way you could tell is because the time for them to come in is more than 2 minutes. Alright, let's try to get set up as best we can. Let's see. Let's see. Getting as far away from them to begin with can be really good. There's some high ground over here. Shame we can't actually set up over this way. Because, yeah, I think we'll be in range to shoot straight away. Alright. Bit of a risk, but I'm going to take this position here just because this is probably the best ground. It's just that it's closer to their deployment zone than over here. But that's on the low ground. I kind of need the high ground. Alright, need some control groups. As well. Yep. Alright, these ones here. Make sure that they're also on highish ground. Yep. Alright, now as for the other gunners, having them in a line like this is not really ideal. Spread them out is good, because there's a lot of single entities in there. And single entities can sometimes pin down multiple units. But if they're spread out, then they won't be able to do that. Okay, and then these ones here go into squared off formations. Yep. And I'm going to move these guys around in various different locations. Really just to distract the enemy forces. They're going to go for them. And hopefully just waste a few moments. Because the longer we can wait before they... Well, the longer we can delay them before they charge in here, the more chance he'll get to heal. And I'll need these to go around over here, and I'll get you going around this way here. Okay. Alright, and let's just see how this goes. Alright, so I want them to move out that way. You go that way, and these guys go this way. Alright, if we could get the attention of the Khorne's bloody fist with the gyrocopters and draw them away, that'd be pretty good. Alright, I want them shooting not at the trees. That would be great. You could do that. Good, yeah, okay, so that's coming at us. Well, they can only really chase one of us, so we should split up. The other one should just go and bomb in that cluster if we can. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Don't get pinned down. Definitely good that we got their attention, just don't get pinned down. Come on. Okay, good. Good stuff. Right past them. Nice. Alright, what are we shooting at? Trying to aim at their infantry. Yep, that's what we want to see. Alright, keep Khorne's bloody fist out of this as long as possible. That's pretty good. Yeah, see, that's why we need all that speed. Still bloody catch us. Soldiers of the Empire. Okay, now as for these ones here, run sort of towards the enemy, kind of, but also not really. Damn it. I'm caught over there. I'd use the potion of healing, but we're taking flame damage, so I want to wait for that to expire first. Yeah, that's it. Just run that one back. Get away from them. Okay, do that now. Or else we're going to be doomed. Good-ish. Okay, Gorgon's down. God damn it, we should be way faster than them. Yeah, that's it. Keep shooting to get them. That's fine. Good, Skarbrand's going down, having not really dished out much damage to us. Okay. God damn, their charge speed is so fucking fast. Okay, we're going to need to start bringing these guys in here. Alright, get rid of this one here, because it's a really high-level hero. And it's incredibly vulnerable to getting shot. Really easy to hit. God damn. They should not be able to catch us. Especially considering they're exhausted. I think that guy's got some summons because he's high level. Let's kill him as quickly as we can. If you could. Oh god. Freaking bloody pen. Here comes that bloodthirster. Where is Skarbrand? Did we kill him? I think we did. Alright, gotta get this one out of here. Okay, that guy's nearly dead. We've got incoming over here. I want them to all turn around and shoot at that one. If you could. Go shoot over here. Alright, I need them to go and harass that one, because that is just relentless. Not you. Alright, bounce power's looking pretty good. Damn it, we nearly... Well, I mean, he's immortal, but still. We got him. Bring them back over this way. Alright, there's the army losses. We won. Now, it doesn't look like any of our units actually got wiped out. But yeah, I can see why he had a hard time with this. Like, we absolutely would not have won if this guy here wasn't on that mount. Like, if you were on the mechanical steed, we would... Like, yeah, they were kind of doing damage to us, but they would have done more damage to us if I was on the mechanical steed. And he did a bit of damage to them. Alright. Yeah, that one there took a beating. But yeah, with lack of a front line. I'm actually kind of surprised our front line even survived. I didn't want to give this guy the Midland Runefang because I didn't think he was going to take much damage. But yeah, those bloody blood crushers, or skull crushers, they just did so much damage. I didn't want to bring these guys down here and spread them out because there's low ground and they're gun units, so I might as well just not even use them if I was going to do that. There we go. Yeah, there was no way that these mortars were ever going to deal any serious damage. Way better to have a bit more of a tar pit. That worked out pretty well for us. And yeah, just try to kill off as many of them as we can. Having the Bloodthirster chase after the gyrocopters for even just a little while, I think that made a big difference as well. Now, because Skarbrand would have had to have used all of his movement to get here, I doubt this army is going to be able to escape us next turn. Hopefully we also strip enough of the corruption away from the region that this army here doesn't take attrition, but even if it does, it'll be fine. None of those units are going to get wiped out. Didn't use the bombs on this one, let's go do that. Nothing else, just to try to get them to fall down, but that unit's wiped out. Nice. Cool. Got him. Heroic victory. Nice. But yeah, the balance of power was definitely not in our favor, but I reckon having so many high-value units chasing after lower-value units made a big difference. But yeah, these guys here with their charge speed bonus. Because we had 100 and something speed, and they had 69 speed. Alright, let's take replenishment, because this area is not good for you. Completely wiped out the army apart from that one reforging. Good thing Skarbrand didn't come back. Right, invigorated for battle. I think we did actually strip enough of the corruption away. Don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah, imagine that Skarbrand. I didn't even see him do much. I mean, the guns were just right into his face right away. And yeah, you'd be surprised how good disrupting their lines can be. To send all their fast units in first. Like, if you don't do anything, just sit there, they'll sort of mosey on over to you, kind of slowly, and keep their forces together. Alright, well... we should make a bit of a transfer here. Yeah, okay. Loads of notifications. Right, let's make a bit of a swap. There we go.
Invention is my
I don't think there's any way you're going to get to that settlement next this turn. And you've got Malagor coming back over here wanting to set back up. Probably what would be best, because it'll take him a couple of turns to get here, leave this army at the sunken Kernach and recruit some more units. Wait, you'll have to use global recruitment because local recruitment, they're going to take 2 turns. Yeah, but if you were in global, it does look like you've got a few units that can be recruited in 1 turn. So, since he doesn't have... but he's going to keep getting more Winds of Magic. Yeah. And just bring this army down over here to deal with Skarbrand. Anyway, let's do that. Should be able to auto this. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's a problem.
For Sigma and Farina.
Good. Although if I fought it manually, I could have healed him. That should be fine. Alright, get some more replenishment there.
Our full might.
Yeah, just not quite enough movement.
Inspiration beckons.
Yeah, nothing here that's going to give you more campaign movement range with 3 levels up to spend. This is what it is. Because yeah, it definitely would be good to get that now. But looks like what you'll have to do is go into a camp stance, move into their territory, because you'll actually get replenishment. Yeah, more replenishment than when we were sitting in here. Yeah, because this guy here provides replenished troops. Yep. And then keep this one here with those regiments of renown. And you've got a bit of time to prepare. Just, he won't attack you next turn, it'll be the turn after. So you don't have to recruit the regiments of renown this turn, but oh my god, you could recruit most of an army over the end turn with just your global recruitment. Finances aren't amazing. Let's see, with what they've got, going with like a gun spam might actually work really well with him, because you could actually shoot him out of the sky. Otherwise, how are you going to get him? But then he usually has a lot of missile resistance. Yeah, that's a bit.
So?
I'll tell you what, I'll set it up that way. Because usually, like, I send it, the save file back, and they continue playing the game before the video actually goes live. And they don't hear my advice. So what if I go with a few guns there? Honestly, that price is really bloody cheap. I reckon with that, they wouldn't even be able to beat you in auto-resolve. And you wouldn't need the regiments of renown that way. Or additional regiments of renown. And then next turn, you'll be able to hit here. Got other armies on the way. You should not let this one get away. Let me just have a look at this. The problem that could happen here, though, is that he might run across the river this way. But if we move to there first and then attack him, that could prevent that from occurring. Because yeah, this is a way better army than the other one that you had. Thing is, though, hang on, if we go around this way, yeah, that's possible that we could attack him after doing that. You've also got 2 engineers in this army. You should really put one of them over here, because they're missing out on extra campaign movement range boost. I'm just not sure if that's enough movement to catch them again. That's all. It's only 53 move points. Because I'm assuming that they would run away. Yeah, based on that balance of power, I'm definitely... Hang on. If you block the army, there's a possibility of that. If we block them, they don't run away quite as far.
Report. Disagree with that.
Told you I got bad luck.
Grand inventor.
Stupid bad luck. That's why we had to take off the helm of Drayscar. Alright, I'm going to risk it anyway. Just come over to this way here.
If they're wise, they will surrender.
Oh, I don't think we've got enough movement. Ooh. Yeah, oh my god. Only just enough movement. There we go.
Your orders.
Yeah, you could easily auto-resolve that.
We test our metal against them.
Because, yeah, if we'd have just attacked them, they would have run away
Is
and drawn us in the wrong direction. Because it's... What do you want to do over here? You could also borrow this army from him, if you really wanted to. You got 100 allegiance. I don't see why you wouldn't. I mean, it's your campaign. You do whatever you want with it. No further movement. I can't go into encamp stance. But what if?
Talk if you must.
Oh, they don't like you very much. Wait, how many territories do they have?
I have little.
18. Yeah, quite a lot. But yeah, you could snatch. Wait. Do we have treaties with them? No.
You picked a bad time
You could.
to interrupt me.
You could actually snatch that off him. It'd only be a tier 1 settlement. But if you stay in this region, you won't get any replenishment, but at least we won't take attrition. Alright. That should set you up pretty well for finishing off Skarbrand. That's all of his forces dealt with. In fact, he almost wants peace. And the rest of your campaign seems to be going just fine. And if you want to go and re-equip the Helm of Drayscar on Elspeth, that's your choice. I mean, it's a really good trait if you can get it. But yeah, I just didn't want to win that battle and then have Elspeth wounded for 15 turns or whatever it is. Because, yeah, plus 10 wound time is kind of ridiculous. And we've all seen how bad my luck is. 1% chance, more like 50%. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Later, guys.